Welcome to Investigating the Northwest. This channel is dedicated to exploring the mysterious, haunted, historical, and beautiful of the Pacific Northwest. This is a part of a series about ghost towns, which will allow us to take a step back in time and walk the streets to imagine life over 100 years ago. This is the second organized tour our family has taken of Oregon ghost towns. My videos of tour number 1 include Antelope, Shaniko, and Kent, Oregon. And the entire ghost town playlist will be in the description box below. This tour, tour number 2, includes 6 towns and a handful of related cemeteries. Here's a map of the route we took. We visited 3 towns heading north on 97, camped overnight by the Columbia River, then visited 3 more towns heading south on Highway 197. Our final town on the trip was Friend, Oregon. This one is truly a ghost town. This town is featured in Ghost Towns of the Pacific Northwest by Philip Varney if you'd like to read more. As of 2022, Friend's population is only a handful of people. The town of Friend was named after George J. Friend. The first post office in the community was established in 1903, and it was on George's homestead. He and his wife Clara are buried in the nearby Friend Cemetery. Now, Friend was the end of the line on the Great Southern Railroad. The line was built in about 1908 and ran all the way from the Dalles to Friend. The Friend Depot was closed in 1928, and the entire rail was abandoned in 1936, and the town of Friend deteriorated right after that. The star of this particular ghost town is this very well-maintained schoolhouse that was built in 1909. I have heard that the building is still in use and has been the host of some indie music festivals in the past, but I haven't seen any formal schedule. There are also 2 outhouses in the back, and while this one is closed, it's locked. The next one, Gents, it is unlocked and appears to be usable. Even there with a complimentary roll of toilet paper and hand sanitizer. This school is truly out in the middle of nowhere, but it is quiet and peaceful. The grounds are maintained. The building has been recently painted. Nice shot of Mount Hood in the back. I tried and I researched, but I could not find any historical photos of Friends. So nothing I can show you as a then and now comparison. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of documentation about Friend. I did try to get some footage of the inside, but the reflection was just too strong. Try to get good footage. But you can see some chalkboards there and some benches or picnic tables. Taking a look at this fantastic historic specimen of a building is well worth the trip out to Friend. There are two other buildings in Friend that are highly photographed, and this is the next one. The purpose of this building has been debated. It's unknown. Some say that it was a bank vault, part of the rail depot, maybe some kind of storage facility, but it was all fenced off. This was as close as I could get to it. And there are no historical photos that might give some context to what this building was used for. The third building that is highly photographed is the general store, and it's located down this street, clearly marked, clearly marking the town of Friend. It's down this gravel road. However, you will see what I encountered trying to get to the general store, which is down this street on the right-hand side. Apparently, this is now private property. The general store is owned by someone, and there is a very clear sign that says, "Keep out," just ahead. So you can see the general store just up ahead to the right of this big tree. And here's the sign, "Keep out." Once I saw that, I respected the sign and turned around and went back the other way. But here's a picture of the building. The town of Friend is about 12 miles southwest of Dufur, Oregon. Now, this town is truly out of the way, and you'll need to be prepared to drive on several miles of gravel road to get there. It's a slow trip, but in my opinion, well worth it once you get there. If you've been following along on this tour, you know what comes next: the tips for taking this complete tour. There are very few gas stations, convenience stores, or restrooms along this route. So make sure you do fill up your gas tank, bring water and drinks, and if you see a restroom, make sure to use it. And at least here in Friend, there is an outhouse for you to use. If you're taking video and pictures, make sure to bring extra camera batteries and memory, because I certainly went through them quickly. The next and final stop on this tour is the nearby Friend Cemetery, which is a half a mile south of this schoolhouse. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of 6 amazing historic towns and some of their associated cemeteries. And I hope that this has inspired some curiosity, that you might want to go look at some local history near you. And don't forget, if you're interested in learning about the mysteries of the Pacific Northwest, of exploring fascinating locations and discovering local legends, please do subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to receive an email when a new video is released. Thank you.